Far in the northwest of China, where the relentless Gobi Desert gives way to a narrow ribbons of green, lies the ancient Oasis of Dunhuang. For more than 1,000 years, this remote outpost served as one of the most vital junctions on the Silk Road and networks of trade, routes that link China to Central Asia, Persia, India, and even the distant Mediterranean. Here, at the edge of civilization, cultures met, faiths mingled, and ideas traveled farther than any caravan. And, carved into the sand just beyond the stone cliffs, the town stands one of humanity's most extraordinary artistic legacies, the Mogao Caves. Dunhuang's story begins long before the caves. In 111 BC, during the Han Dynasty, Emperor Wu established it as a military garrison to secure the western frontier against nomadic threats. Over centuries, it evolved into a prosperous oasis town, a place where merchants rested, pilgrims prayed, and monks sought solitude. By the 4th century AD, Buddhism had arrived from India via Central Asia, carried by monks along these very routes. In 366 AD, tradition records that a monk named Lazun, wandering in the desert, being held a vision of golden radiance emanating from the cliffs near the Dunhuang River. Inspired, he excavated the first small meditation cave. This act marked the beginning of an extraordinary, an endeavor that would span 10 dynasties and nearly a millenniums. From the Northern Way, 4th and 6th centuries through the Sui, Tang, China's golden age of Buddhism, and into the 5 dynasties, Song, Western Jia, and Yuan periods, generation after generation of artisans continued the work. Today, 492 caves survived along a 6-kilometer cliff face, containing over 2,000 painted sculptures and more than 45,000 square meters of murals, an area equivalent to painting the walls of a small city. The art traces the evolution of Buddhist iconography. Early caves show elongated, ethereal figures influenced by Indian and Central Asian styles. Tang Dynasty works display confident, voluptuous forms reflecting China's cosmopolitan peak. Later periods introduce more narrative, complexity, and local ethnic elements. What sets Mogao apart is its profounding testimony to cultural fusion amid Chinese landscapes and Honor-style Buddhas. One finds Persian floral borders, Greek-inspired drapery folds from Hellenistic traditions, Indian Gand heron realism in facial features, and Central Asian costumes on donors and attendants, flying Apsaras, celestial dancers, swirling across ceilings in graceful poses that blend Indian dance with Chinese brushwork. These walls captured not just devotion, but the very process of civilizations, encountering and enriching one another along the Silk Road. In the early 11th century, perhaps to protect sacred texts during invasion, a chamber was led behind a painted wall, known today as Cave 17, or the Library Cave. It remained hidden until 1900, when Taoist guardian Wang Yuan Lu cleared sand and uncovered its entrance. Inside, laying an astonishing archive, nearly 50,000 manuscript scrolls, paintings, textiles, and artifacts. The texts span more than a dozen languages, predominant Chinese and Tier-Tan, but also Sanskrit, Khotani, Sogdian, Old Yigar Prakrit, and even Hebrew fragments. Contents range from Buddhist sutras and commentaries to secular documents, medical prescriptions, almanacs, contracts, poetry, accounting records, and primers for children. This single cave preserves an unparalleled snapshot of medieval life, religion, science, and multicultural exchanges along the Silk Road. Since the mid-20th century, the Dunhuang Academy has led tireless efforts to protect the site from wind, sand, salinity, and the impact of tourism, digital documentation, high-resolution photography, 3D modeling, and virtual reality now allows global access, while minimizing physical wear on fragile pigments. UNESCO inscribed the Mogao Caves as a World Heritage Site in 1987, recognizing their unmatched values in illustrating the evolution of Buddhist art and Silk Road cultural dialogue. Yet Dunhuang offers more than its caves. Just outside the town rises the vast Mingsha Mountains, dunes of golden sand whose surfaces sing or echo when disturbed by wind or footsteps. At their base lies Crescent Moon Spring, a crescent-shaped oasis that has miraculously endured for centuries without being swallowed by the encroaching desert, a symbol of resilience. Amid aridity, visitors can ride camels across the dunes at sunset, slide down sand slopes, or simply listen to the desert's quiet symphony under vast clear skies. Dunhuang reminds us that evening, in the most inhospitable places, human creativity, faith, and curiosity can flourish. The Mogao Caves and the oasis beyond are not mere relics of the past. They are living bridges between eras and continents, still whispering stories of connections across the ages. In a world that often feels divided, Dunhuang stands as proof of quiet. What is possible when cultures meet?